Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Got Stitches. I'm your host, Nikki, coming to you from Berlin, Wisconsin. Today is Sunday, October the 15th. I know it's been quite a few months since I've been here, so I will want to apologize for that. And I'd like to thank all new and returning viewers for sticking around, coming to check out what I have. Today is not going to be like a normal episode. I am going to do a WIP parade of everything I have started this, I think within the last year. I'm not really sure. I've only been cross-stitching for about a year and a half. So, I do have quite a stack of WIPs for not being that new to cross stitch, so, or with being new to cross stitch, more or less what I wanted to say. But so just trying to figure out where to start. I'm gonna start with the only thing I have gotten finished since the last time I saw y'all, which is my Frosted Pumpkins snow globes that they had, mystery snow globes that they started last August. I got this finished October 1st. So I haven't ironed it or anything, so please forgive me. But there it is. They were supposed to be done individually as ornaments. I chose to put them all on one piece of fabric, and then I added all kinds of different snowflakes around them. That I got. The snowflake patterns I just either took from inside the globes here, or I found free ones on Pinterest. So my favorite one, I'll say, is the penguin with the snowman. So, but I want to get this ironed. Yeah, this was a piece of clouded fabric, so it's screen printed. This side has the blue, it's not really showing up well, and then this side is white. I'm not going to show you my horrendous back because, yeah, I cross country, so my backs tend to be a little bit more messy, especially with the snowflakes. I just traveled all over. I just kept traveling up from one to another when I was doing those, and it is out of the sparkle. It was difficult for me to learn how to stitch with that. Wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be with what I've heard from others, but I'm very happy with this. I don't know how I'm going to finish it. But I'm going to finish it myself. Not getting it framed. So, that much I do know. I'm going to stick it out there. Alright, so now let's move into the actual WIPs. I will put names of everything in the show notes. It just might take me a couple days to get them there, so you guys know. This one I'm not going to take out of the hoop only because I'm still working on it right now. I will take the one bungee off of it so I can show you all. This was Tiny Modernist sale that she did for Halloween. It was 1 clue a month. And so you guys never got to see this started. This is your first time seeing it. I did start when it came out. So this was clue 1, 2, 3, and then October here. So I only have all the black left to finish on that one, which is 1,255 stitches. So there will be a crow right here, her boots, a cauldron, a black cat, black dress, and a hat. And then that one will be done. So hopefully, now that I'm going to get back onto like a regular scheduled program here, every 2 to 3 weeks I will bring you an episode. I'm hoping that this one will actually be done by next weekend. So that it'll be done for Halloween. It just won't be FFO'd. And again, haven't really decided. I didn't leave myself much of a margin here. I don't know what I was thinking. Better on the top. And then on the sides, other two sides, I just got miles. This fabric was I self-dyed that with Rit dye, black, and charcoal. It was just a piece of white. I got it from Hobby Lobby. So I just dyed that myself. So that was number one. All right, next is Wizard of Oz, which I dyed this fabric also myself. It was just a yard of white that I picked up. And this is There's No Place Like Home. And it, like I said, it is gnomes dressed up as Wizard of Oz characters. So I'm still on the Yellow Brick Road there. And this was the green Rit dye is Candy Apple. So trying to figure out what to do for 12 by 12 on New Year's Eve. If I should just work on old pieces or start 12 new ones. So still thinking on that. This was an Etsy dyer also that did our Etsy pattern. I will have put a picture up where I was last time, which was the same place, and the name of the pattern and who made it. It's Soda Stitches on Etsy. That much I do remember. Then this one is the Haunted Halloween from Fat Quarter Shop. It was a free pattern. And I'm using... Oh, do I have it on here? Oh, of course not. So I normally make the index cards and say everything I'm using. I haven't even like bobbinated it or floss dropped it yet. And my fabric was DMC Charles Craft that I dyed myself. It's 14 count, printed Ada. So it was printed this way. I did not do any dyeing on this one. But it's not telling me what color it is. So it is there, getting great. So I just had the bat started. And again, this is Fat Quarter Shop and their free patterns. And I'm using all the called for DMCs. This next one is a bell pull from Tiny Modernist. Trying to get to my... It is Jolly Christmastime. No, Jolly Christmas. So again, all my colors are right here. I have not floss dropped them yet. And this is on a coffee tea dye that I did myself. And the white is really hard to show up like there on camera. So I just started doing the border. So I have the top border all the way across. And then almost done going down the one side. My needle minder is off of somebody on Etsy. No, not on Etsy. Where is she? She sells them on Facebook. So, but yeah. That is all I have on that one. Thought I had all these open. My bad. This is Snowman Kisses. So that's what it'll look like by Primrose. And it is on oatmeal, 14 count, Zweigart that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I'm using all the called for DMCs. The problem I was having with this one, I didn't know if I should start over, is here is what I'm working with. See, on here you can see the snowflakes really well. So, this was a May Mania start. But I think I'm just going to keep going with it. Now that I see it on screen, that you can see it. I really do like it. I will take it to work this week and just serge around the corners, around the whole thing, so that I stop getting the tangles. Oh, put the pattern back in there. Then I will... My pandemic, I have the floss somewhere in the bag here. Here it is. So, my pandemic, I'm just using a piece of white Ada. Everything I'm gonna show today is all in Ada. I have one project that isn't. But this is on 18 count Ada. And the colorway DMC I'm using is 959. It's like a seafoam. I love it. Obviously it does not fit in this bag because of how big Pandemic is. And I don't take it off the scroll frame. So, there it is. I have not worked on this for quite some time. This here is just hanging out because it's the piece I'm using to work off of. So, but yeah. And then the little needle minder was off Amazon. It was a 4-pack. Seeing this really makes me want to start working on it again. Excuse the dog hair. I have a black dog. He gets on everything. And I do need to make a project bag that actually fits this one so that dog hair can stop getting on him. But right now I'm just using a pillowcase to cover it up. And it doesn't even fit in there. So. Alright. Let's go with this one next. This is Frosted Pumpkin. Looks like I have 2 in 1. So, which one is this? I have 2 of them on here. This is the penguin. So this is Snowy Penguin. And I'm using all the DMCs. And I have it just perfect on the hoop. That's why I'm not taking him off. It was also a May Mania start. And then I also have Sealed with a Kiss. And I just have his framework done from Frosted Pumpkin. These are both being done on Zweigart light blue 14 count from Hobby Lobby. So that's that. So all right. Next is another pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. It's Christmastime. It was, I want to say last year's or maybe this year, but I'm almost positive it was last year's Christmas freebie that they did. It's on 14 count oatmeal. So I got from Hobby Lobby. And there is my start. And then I just have the needle minder from Fat Quarter Shop. Yeah, I will put a picture in to show to show you what it looks like when it's finished. I'm excited to get back to some of these. These were all, the few that I'm showing so far have been from Mania. Pandemic was not, and nor was the Wizard of Oz, but the rest were all from Pandemic. This one I do have all flush dropped. So I really like the colors with the oatmeal. It's gonna show up really well. So I'm excited to get back to this one. I'm excited to get back to all of them. I just need to come up with a plan. Next is Christmas Wishes from Primrose Cottage. This one I did take into work, and I did serge it already. So there's that one. This is done all with called for DMCs on 18 count Ada. So it'll be about a 5x7 when it's done. There's some big starts that I had for Mania with the words. They go a lot faster. Let's see. On this one, it's home. This pattern came from Home Decor on Etsy, cross stitch, and it is done all with DMC 3843, and it's called Time to Believe in You. And this Mania I did not get started well. Seeing all I have is the S. So, but there's the blue that I have with that. A very small start. And it just will say it's time to believe in you. And it was just something that spoke to me during this year. For me, this year was all about believing in myself. The word of the year for me. So next was another Mania. And this one is I think I got the two confused. This one is a cousin's piece that I bought off Etsy, but I don't have it wrote down. I do not have it wrote down whose pattern it is or where to find it. So I will do better and get that information onto the screen here for you. But that is my start on Ada 14 count. And like I said, I am using 121, which is a variegated blues. So I'm really enjoying this one. Uh-oh. Please. Forgot to put the pattern back in for the Christmas wishes. There we go. Next, from Frosted Pumpkin, is the Halloween wreath. I have not gotten much further on that. But all the whole bow is complete with the stars and moons in it. So I'm gonna have to fill that in. And this one, I'm using all the DMC. I'm very excited to get back to this. Fell behind and just decided I was going to wait till the whole thing was finished and then go back to it. And now it is all finished. The fabric I am using, I got off 123 Stitch, and it is 14 count Stormy Night. So I do really like that one. All right. Next is my Happy Holidays. It was a kit that was purchased for me for my birthday 2 years ago. That's what it looks like. And again, I haven't got much more done on it since the last time y'all saw it, but it's on. Everything was kitted for me, so I'm just using what came in the kit. I have Happy, and I'm working on Holidays. I am not somebody who has to stitch in the season. I just stitch when I decide that's what I want to work on. That's what I work on. Next is my snowman ornament off of Etsy that I'm using plastic canvas. And I have not worked on it any more than the last time you all saw it. But there he is. I'd like to get back to this one. I'd like to get at least 3 ornaments done on the canvas for the 3 niece and 2 nephews I have here in the state. Let's see. Next is a Halloween piece from Fat Quarter Shop. I think it was from 2 years ago that they put this one up. I'm not really sure. But it's Boo Crew on 14 count light purple Ada. All the called for DMC again. And the fabric I got from Zweigart at Hirschner's. Because I live right by Hirschner's. So I'm able to go there and shop in their store. Or order and wait for it to come up. But here's all the called for colors in DMC. And there's my start. See on the screen again, I can see the ghost on the light purple. And when I first pulled this out today, I was debating if I needed to either over dye this or go with a different plan. But on here, I can see it just fine. So white to me, when I work with white, it always looks so messy, but then on screen it doesn't look that bad, but in person I feel like it, I don't know, maybe I am a messy stitcher, but white always seems to me like it just, the white floss always seems twisted, or, and maybe it's me, maybe I need to use the conditioner, not really sure. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. And next is my Primrose Welcome to the North Pole. And I barely got a start on this in June and then put it away. It's on a coffee tea dye that I did in Ada. 18 count. But there's just my very, very small start. Oh, that's pathetic, Nikki. But I love the way this one dyed up. And I ironed this. I'm gonna have to spray it with Best Press and see if that helps. But I'm definitely liking it. Again, I didn't leave myself much of a margin. I need to stop doing that. This one I do want to do a bell pull on. When I was at Hirschner's 2 weekends ago, they do have a lot of bell pulls. So I'm going to take this with and go pair it up. And this is actually my first project that I am using all the called for. So I have a little bit of Classic Colorworks, DMC, and Weeks Dye Works all in this bag. So sorry if I don't put everything back in it, I will lose stuff. All right. Next, this was the very first project I ever started. And I don't remember the name, excuse me, of the designer on Etsy, but it's 14 count. It's a whole yard. I haven't cut anything off of it. It's a mess. Giant mess. Like I said, I haven't cut. I was in hand because I didn't know what to do. Nothing, but again, I started way too close to the edges. And I think I got off somewhere with the snowflake. So I'm gonna probably just cut this corner off and restart it. But that is what I had. And it's just like old school window. It reminds me of just snowflakes and Christmastime. It looked like old school Christmas ornaments. So I am going to probably, like I said, cut that corner off or try to pull my stitching out of it. But with it being a navy and white fabric, I don't know if it'll leave any of the, what's it called? Any of the dye onto the white. So this one is going to be restarted. I used to only be able to see on 14 count, and now I really prefer 16 and 18 count. So, excuse me. So I don't know what to do with that one. Let's go in an I don't know pile. All right, this next one was my birthday start. It was the Care Bears full coverage, and I bought 25 count gridded, but I was using 2 strands over 1 full X's, and I think it's just too dense. So I want to pull those out and restart in 10 stitch. Or maybe I can just start doing 10 stitch now after doing all this already. But yeah, like I said, I'm so new that I don't know if that's okay to do, not to do. But that's my thoughts on that one, because here's all the floss for that. And was it 25 count? 20 count easy grid. So I have to talk to some people who've been cross stitching longer than me, if I could just switch over to 10 stitch, or if I do need to pull this out and then start. And next is Castle. Frosted Pumpkin Castle. I just got a small start during Mania in May. And this is on orange that I dyed myself. And I do need to take this in and get it searched. That's the word I'm looking for. So I love this orange that I dyed myself. There is the start. Sorry for any background noise you hear. My dog just opened the door, so I will shut it here in 1 second. This next one is off of Etsy. It's on vintage 14 count Ada from Hobby Lobby, and it's one of those that's printed on one side and not the other. So there's the, and it's supposed to say born to hunt, forced to work. And this will be one, I'm making one for my husband and one for my godson. And it's just gonna have the black. So. Only 2 more, guys. Next is my temperature tree. The only thing I changed because I wanted to was I'm using Classic Colorworks Caterpillar for the brown. I have that much of the tree done. I have been keeping track of all the temperatures all year long, so getting there. At one point I had been working on this every Sunday, but then I stopped, and I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Next is my Spook-o-gr, which is a Halloween piece from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm gonna quick pop this out of the frame so you guys can see it better. No. I don't want to lose my needle though. Oh, sorry. But I got that side done. So I just have 3 and 4 glue, even though it's all out already. I was kind of working it. I did 1 and 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So I did do some traveling over. I absolutely love words. I don't know if I've said this before, but they're my favorite. I did decide though on this one that like the jack-o'-lantern and the ghost, their eyes and mouth are not colored in. So the whole reason I went to Hirschner's was to pick up glow-in-the-dark thread just to put in those spots. There's a bat that I'll put it in his eyes as well. So that is what is that one. And that is everything. So not as bad as what I thought it would be. The only projects, like I showed you, were the Care Bears. I don't know if I can change the 10 stitch now that I've started, or if I need to pull all that out. And the other one is the Snowflakes. I still want to do it. I just need to give myself more room on the sides. So I will now talk to you about plans. I kind of did a little bit for 12 by 12. I do kit things up and put them in bags with everything. So I think what I'm going to do is pick 12 projects out of there for New Year's Eve and then work on those. And then I have a lot of kitted projects just without the fabric. So I have all the DMCs or all the classic colorworks. So I will plan ahead for that. And then I want to start planning for my May Mania. Because last year was so successful for me that I only have 13 projects of what you saw today where May Mania starts that I can hopefully get done by next May Mania. And I have them all wrote down so that I can, like my birthday one, May 28th was the day I started that. So I know on May 28th, if my Care Bears, which it's not going to be, it's full coverage piece, isn't finished, I will just work on that day. So whatever their anniversary start date is the day I'll work on those. And then the other 30 are, so I have 13 left. Math in my head is not my friend. So 7. Why can't I do this? 7 and 11 is 18. So 18 of the days I get to start something new. So I want to plan that out with some of the kitted projects I have or ornaments that I know that I want to get done. I like to try to stay smaller, and I only cast it on big things on important days in May for me. So that is what I'm going to do with those. And then this year with WIP Go, because I am also a knitter and sew, I like to sew, and I've been dabbling with starting some quilts. I want to do 12 cross stitch and 12 knitted projects, and then maybe just throw in 6 sewing projects that I would like to do next year, so that I have a variety of things, or just one sewing project for the middle free space for the 1 month that we get 3. We'll see what happens. I haven't 100% decided. Yeah. And then my only other thing that I'd like to talk to you guys about are my acquisitions. So let's see. Since I last saw you, I received the Christmas ornament book, which lots of people have. I really think that tree is really cute. The snowman I have to do. But yeah, I haven't gone through and picked like which ones I have to have out of there. Then I purchased from Pepper Pop Shop one of her bags, and it's got the Strawberry Fields is what it was called. I just really liked it, so I can now start using that I've showed it. Fat Quarter Shop, I do the monthly Ada subscription with Fabric Flare. So since last time I've seen you guys, I for sure gotten Gobble Pumpkin. So it'll look like that. And I just want to do like maybe trigger, I don't know what I'm going to do. Give thanks, something that I can just focus that pumpkin on. And then this other one I got was script. So it's just script very lightly on there. I'd like to do a flag piece on this, or patriotic piece. Then, a bunch of us wanted to do another Wizard of Oz piece, so I bought the kit from Dream Pattern, the Wizard of Oz, and I got this from their shop is Homespun Sampler on Etsy. So Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies from my childhood, so I would like to do everything on the kitted. It comes with black, it comes with the Ada. The only thing I might do is pop one thing in color. I don't know. not really sure yet, but I love it. Whoa. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Okay, sorry for the crinkle. I'll try to make it quick. But so since the last time I saw you guys, I have gone to my local cross-stitching store. And I picked up the rest of my classic colorworks for the North Pole that I had on order. So that is all these. And then I picked up a copy of Santa's Candy Cane Lane from the Stitching with the Housewives. Sorry for the glare. So I'd like to start this one maybe this year for Mania. Then I got Christmas letters from Primrose. And then I got, also from there, I got my Halloween ornament ones. And in here, there's so many cute ones that I'd like to do. I will show you my absolute favorite one. I just had it. I don't want to show the pattern, I just want to show it done. So, I want to do this pumpkin for next year. I love it. Absolutely love it. So that's all I got from there. Then this was mailed to my house. They're just cross stitch. Like this. I love the magazines. I went to do the haunted house. I just thought it was really cute. But there's so many little cute ones in here. So I'd like to get some of these done. And from Hirschner's, along with getting the glow in the dark, we were checking out, I got this guy. It's on the canvas. It came with everything. So I would like to do it both on the canvas and then also, seeing it's charted, do it as a cross stitch and just go pick my own colors out. I love, love, love fall. Love, love, love pumpkin spice and gnomes. Like, has all the things I love. And sunflowers. So, there's that one. Then, give me 1 second. Then I picked up the Snowman Collector. So this was September. Love the pirate ships. And this was August with the cow. And I just ordered the October one, which is a witch snowman. So very excited to start all these. The last thing I have to show you, I got off of D-Stash. Old Disney books. So this one was, they're both by Leisure Arts. And so there's a bowling one with Donald and Daisy. Now my fingers don't want to work. There's the skiing with Mickey and Minnie. Soccer. Golf. Tennis. I think there's, yeah, one more, and it's fishing with Donald and Daisy. So, just some really cute ones. And then the counter cross stitch again with Disney. So there's the iconic Mickey, Bambi with Thumper and Flower. So on this one, you get all these. You know, really love Lady and the Tramp, Snow White. Just making sure that's the only ones that are in here. Yes. So, just classic Sleeping Beauty, Pinocchio. But yeah. Got those off of D-Stash, and that's everything I've picked up besides more DMC for ones that I wanted to kit up. So maybe in December I will do one with everything I have for kitted up projects. I have a huge 31 tote with all kinds of project bags in it, all kitted up, ready to go. And I just need to lower it down to 12 for next year. We'll see. And then the other ones I will put into May Mania. And maybe I'll do Christmas in July. I don't know. Who knows where the year will bring us. But that is everything I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my small WIP parade. And I will see you in a few weeks. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.